The Switch is an all-timer console, and not just because it's super portable. Nintendo's latest bestseller also lets you play co-op on the go. With online functionality and 2 Joy-Cons packed in with every unit, there's nothing stopping you from playing with friends whenever you want. Now, you'll obviously need something to play first, but we've got you covered on that front. Here are the best Nintendo Switch co-op games currently available. Let's start with a modern classic, Animal Crossing: New Horizons. This game deserves a spot near the top of the list of the best Nintendo Switch co-op titles. There's a reason it's one of the best-selling games on the console. Players love tending their islands and making friends with its cute cast of characters. This game was mega popular during the pandemic, and for good reason. It's just an incredibly calming experience, and you can thank the lovely aesthetic and soothing music for that. One of the best parts about it, though, has to be the online mode. Up to 8 players can play together on the same island, making the classic virtual life experience super accessible for friends who want to play together. Now you can get to work on your island together. Up next is the animated marvel Cuphead. If New Horizons is peaceful, this platform is basically the opposite. Full of relentless boss battles and rapid-fire enemies, Cuphead is action-packed fun. Once you pair that with its jaw-dropping animation and terrific score, you've got a gorgeous experience on your hands. Don't let the colorful animation and friendly visuals fool you though, because Cuphead is really intense. Tackling its bosses is actually pretty difficult because this is one punishing title. That's why we recommend taking a friend with you for this ride. That's right, the game console allows for 2 players to fight the cartoon hordes together. That's a godsend when you're playing a game as tough as this one, and it'll definitely make the whole experience a lot more fun. Cuphead is a special game, so we definitely recommend playing it with someone. Moving on, we've got Diablo 3. Now you've probably heard of the Diablo franchise. It's an iconic series. What's more, it's basically a perfect co-op game. Players can adventure through the world of Diablo 3 via local co-op or online. Whatever mode you end up picking, you're guaranteed to have an awesome time. Honestly, Diablo 3 is at its best when you're joining forces with other players, combining abilities, and preparing joint attacks. Having friends in your world lets you kill tons of monsters and collect a lot of gold. So put on your warrior garb and gather your fellow men. Diablo 3 is one of the best ways to spend quality time with friends on the Switch, and we recommend checking it out if you're into hack-and-slash RPGs. Next on our list is Donkey Kong Country: Tropical Freeze. Now that we've covered the devils and demons, let's change the pace. Donkey Kong: Tropical Freeze is a sequel to a classic and another terrific co-op experience. The game originally came out on the Wii U, but don't hold that against it. It's a super fun Switch game too. While the solo mode is pretty solid, Tropical Freeze works best when you're playing multiplayer. Each member of the Kong clan has different skills that you can combine together in the co-op mode. What's more, you can join hands with other players to boost your abilities. The whole thing is basically designed for 2 players and is a joy to play in co-op, so get on the Donkey Kong bandwagon as soon as possible and take a friend with you. We guarantee you won't regret it. Now, Don't Starve Together. Now, this next game is one of our personal favorites. Don't Starve Together is a standalone multiplayer expansion to the beloved Don't Starve, and it brings co-op goodness to Klei Entertainment's hit game. This release is famous for its survival gameplay and awesome visuals, and co-op just makes it even better. Players can play locally with their Joy-Cons or face the darkness in groups of 4 in the online mode. Don't Starve Together is the perfect game for you if you like survival games and want to have a thrilling time with your friends. Be forewarned though, you're going to need to work together to survive. Let's move on to a lesser-known game, Good Job. If you hate your job and wish you had something more fun to do every day, you should totally check this game out. Good Job is a destructive puzzle game you can play with friends, and we definitely recommend it. Jobs can be tough, but Good Job is all about climbing the corporate ladder with some flair. Create mayhem with your friends as you traverse your company building and absolutely demolish offices along the way. The gameplay is free-flowing, chaotic, and super easy to get into, so call a friend over and break a leg with your Switch. Remember, the greater the damage you cause, the more bills your bosses receive. And the next spot is Haven. Here's a game that's all about forging connections with your playing partner. Haven is designed from the ground up to support co-op, and that's a part of what makes this third-person survival RPG such a memorable experience. The title focuses on the relationship between you and Kay, 2 lovers who have to survive on an alien planet called Source. You can control both characters yourself or team up with a friend to combat threats, explore your surroundings, and protect the main characters. Haven blends a bunch of genres together, including sci-fi and action, which makes it feel super unique. The story centers around star-crossed lovers, so it's the perfect game to play with your partner. Give it a try, because you won't regret it. Now, let's talk a bit about Kirby. If you haven't played Kirby and the Forgotten Land with a friend yet, you're seriously missing out. This acclaimed title came out in March this year, and it's one of the best new co-op games on the Switch. The game allows 2 players to control Kirby and his adorable friend Bandana Waddle Dee. Together, you can engage in some classic Kirby gameplay, including swallowing almost anything and transforming into some crazy objects. Our personal favorite is Kirby's Car Form. With its co-op campaign and whimsical world, Forgotten Land is the perfect game for players trying to have a wholesome time with their friends and family. Kirby's an iconic character, and Nintendo definitely didn't miss this one. Also, get ready for a spooky time in Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi obviously has his roots in the Mario franchise, but this series has given him a hit video game of his own. What's more, the third installment in the Luigi's Mansion series is a terrific co-op experience for you to play with friends. Set in a world full of ghosts and spirits, players take control of Luigi as he fights his way around. He doesn't have to do everything by himself though, since the co-op mode can get another player in on the action. Player 2 controls Gooigi, an ectoplasm clone of Mario's brother. Things get a lot more fun when you're ghost busting with a friend, and Luigi's Mansion 3 is super accessible. Even less experienced players can drop in, so pick it up if the Switch is your first console. Moving on, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. If you're on the hunt for more interactive Marvel content, or you just want to play a cool action RPG, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order is the perfect game for you. You don't even need to be a comics fan to get into it. The story pits you against Thanos and his Black Order, so you're going to need all the help you can get. Thankfully, the Black Order comes with a co-op mode that allows for parties of up to 4 players. With its vast selection of Marvel characters and super colorful gameplay, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order is definitely worth your time. Having a friend with you just makes it all the more enjoyable. And platform your way to victory with Rayman Legends. This title is one of the most enjoyable and well-received modern platformers, and that's saying a lot. This genre doesn't get much stronger than Rayman, and Legends is just a masterclass in the series. Don't let its 2013 release date put you off, because this Ubisoft game still looks as good as anything else on the platform. The Switch's Definitive Edition also has full couch co-op support and allows up to 4 players. With its fantastic missions, addictive mini-games, and eye-catching bosses, Legends is a must-play for Switch players. It also just happens to be the perfect game to put on when you have friends or guests over. It's just that much fun. Lastly, let's talk about Overcooked 1+2. Next, the 13th game on our list combines our love for food and gaming, and it's super charming to boot. That said, don't let 1+2's innocent aesthetic catch you off guard. It can be pretty challenging once you start playing. This cooking sim becomes more and more complex as you play, and having a few friends with you makes the chaos even more hilarious. The game allows up to 4 chefs in the kitchen through local and online co-op. 1+2 captures the tension of working in a professional kitchen perfectly, and it can divide players just as well as unite them, so make sure the culinary dream doesn't turn into a nightmare while you play. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these games will you be playing first? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.